I have noticed a difference if you go and take a shower on city water. I feel, I feel the chlorine on my body. When you don't see it and don't understand it, you don't feel it, right? But once you've left it, it's kind of like cutting off your cable TV. I can't watch cable TV now because as soon as I look at it, I can see it's all MK Ultra, all of it. Okay, thank you. Yes, you have no grief for the old system. That's what you were trying to say. Appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, I mean, the old system was there to, it was all designed to destroy you, to keep everybody sick and, short lives. Yeah. What about our pets? Our pets are going to be just fine. Yeah, they will be able to go into crystalline chambers and, there's going to be age regression. We're all going to be looking like we're 30 years old again. And I'll tell you why. It's because, if you have, God's consciousness in you and you want to help other people and you are doing service to God, service for God, for your fellow man and woman, then you are going to be in priority to be, to be pushed forward, to have the energy and the health to do the things that you want to do. Yes, they've always maintained that. So, yes, you're going to be rewarded for the kind things that you do. It's not going to be like what the gators, reptiles tried to do was reward you for the more evil you did, the more reward you got. And Christ's consciousness of this righteous people of this planet are now going to be rewarded for the kindness that you have and you possess. That's why the negatives are not going to be rewarded. They've already been picked out. They already know who they are. And it doesn't matter what they say, what they do. That's why I know deep in my heart that all I have for them now is, prayers. It's all I have for them. Because, I know what God is doing right now. And He's purging, and there's going to be things that are happen that it's going to be, related to the Bible, and all that has to be rewritten as well as too. It all has to be rewritten. That's why they went in there and did the things and recovered everything out of the Vatican when they did, and it's all being looked after and rewritten based on the old scriptures. Okay, there's not gonna be no manipulation by man. Okay, we know at one time, Jesus Christ walked this planet. And that's just the way it is. But it has been manipulated and influenced by many different minds over the last 2,000 years. Serenita, how are you? Yes, capital letters really help. How you doing, Randy? Happy 4th. Yep. Independence Day it started last night. I mean, I've been enjoying Independence Day for some 10 years now because of what's going on. I see where this was going, and I'm basically here as a messenger to help everybody get through the very different things that are going to be happening on this planet. Yeah. Are we going to meet General Patton? Maybe so. I know we had some film out there on Dr. Trump, trying to help all the lefties on there with their Trump derangement syndrome, which was very comical. Yeah. Yes, Chambers will regrow animal legs and limbs. There will be no more paralyzed people, no more autism. There will be no more people get their eyes back. I mean, I got friends with eyes that are, that were blown out and stuff like that. just through accidents and I mean, I know vets that that are there that are living a pretty comfortable life that stayed in the Philippines. They did very well. The vets that came back to America and stuff like that, they have a lot of struggles going on because of the constant warfare against them and for what they did back in the day. Praise God. My son's healing will manifest. Yes. Yes, this is extremely exciting. I got my, the hairs on the back of my neck. I got goosebumps, right? Just thinking about what's coming. That's where I'm at. This is, the stock market will crash. Yes. It's all going to crash. It's all the dollar, the pound, the euro is all going to, yeah. Well, you work with that, Bernie. That's fine. All I can say is that we just try. We will pray for you. That's a sign. Yeah. See, the thing is with people out there, right? They listen to too much cable, and they are programmed. Maybe some are paid, but the PEDOs. And some are on here fighting for their lives, saying the things that they're saying, right? Because they know they're guilty of what they have done. They know there is going to be no reprieve. They have actually volunteers inside Idaho right now asking for volunteers to go into the firing squads, to volunteer for firing squads. Yeah, so it'll be the militia of the people of the great state of Idaho. And I commend them. I salute them for what they're doing. They're finally, I have a lot of contempt for what has happened because I am a victim. I am a victim of, Yes, I know Holland is a big PEDO land. Yes. And it's all over it's all over the world. I mean, my incidences go back when I was 6 and 7 years old, but when you've been traumatized like that as a child, you don't know about it at the time, but you can see as you grow up with this throughout your life, you're always going to be, not traumatized. Like I wasn't traumatized. It was here. It was something that was burned and branded in my brain, right? So yes, I mean, of course I'm going to volunteer. Australia is full of them. Yes, I know. And they're fighting for their lives right now because they know they will not exist. There is the open season on them and it's going to be a very, very bad ending for them. How you doing, Sean? And Billie Jean. I hope I'm getting everybody's name in there because it's a very, very busy, very busy literature right now. How you doing, Linda? And Joanne? Yeah, good to see you all. Although we have taken the globalists' accounts and their ability to finance all their trafficking, and you know what I'm talking about, trafficking, that you can traffic anything, right? It's all coming down. This is coming down worldwide. It was just absolutely infested. There are, we've taken their power away. We've incarcerated them, all first 20 levels. We've incarcerated it. Now we're working on the street thugs and they're being cleaned up. And, we have to realize that the ICE that is out there, which we call NICE, is just trying to do their job. They're not going after, Americans or Canadians that have, or even people that have a landed immigrant visa card. They're not going after that. They're looking you are a criminal if you come in illegally or overstay your visa, like I would overstay if I was in the Philippines. Okay, the IRS took 7,000 from friend's account. Yeah, well, that's all going to come back, and they shouldn't have done that. Your friend should not have had the money in the account to begin with. Okay, I don't know why it's like me going out there and collecting all my eggs and putting them in a beautiful little basket and then leave it out front of the door of the fox den. I mean, think, people, please. Stop, like, that's exactly what you're doing. You own a house, you own land, you own a ranch. Now you're situated there, you're plunked down, and taking it from a guy. I've owned 65 or 66 properties inside of Canada. I don't own one now because in 2012 I seen what was coming. Okay, if you are situated and you are having, owning a piece of property with the cabal ruling over you of all the land, you are a target. You are a target not just for the CRA, IRS, but you're also a target for the mortgage brokers and banksters that want your land, okay? That's why there's 64 million properties, homes, commercial, industrial, whatever, inside the United States right now that the banks own, but they can't even own that, and they're not paying taxes on it because the tax departments and the banks are in together with it, right? Yeah. Got some good literature here. How you doing, Matt? Sky, yeah, how you doing, Sky? Is it Carmichael? Yeah. IRS is still very much intact. No, they're not. No, they're basically, there's a lot of rogue IRS happening out there, and I would just ignore them. And I mean, if I owned a piece of property right now, I'd have it up for sale and sell it for whatever I could sell it for. That's what I'd be doing, because if you don't have it, they can't take it. And you can certainly hide money, you can hide your ammo, you can hide everything. Anything you want, you can hide it. They're not going to come after you if you hide it, right? If they can't see it, they won't take it. Why is people still talking about the IRS? Yeah, just don't answer them. Thank you very much, Olivia. Just don't, why are you in, let me change your number. Like, why do you have a landline? Like, a landline is a communication to the bad guys. I don't have a landline. I don't even have a phone number on my cell phone. And it's really nice because it's very peaceful, right? If I want to talk to somebody, I can talk to people here, to all you patriots, right? Or if I need to talk to somebody, I'll just go on Messenger or we have a good community. I know Facebook's not perfect, but you know what? It's got Messenger and people can call anytime. There's lots of other good apps out there that are coming, that Signal's out there, Telegram.